I got a motor that I had that I think that will work pretty good for the 63 Impala without spending too much of that green stuff, money that I don't have. So we've been cleaning it in, getting things ready to put it all back together. And of course, sorry for the delay. I misplaced the silicone, and I put the silicone on this and on the bolts because they're going to go into oil area on the side of the motor here, and I hope I can get the push rod for the oil slid up. I have to use a magnet. I'll get the magnet. Hopefully it's clean. Have a rotating. There it is. Got it. Now slides back down fast. Not sure a small block Chevy one will work on a big block, so we're learning if it will go together. It should work. We'll find out. Do we have any gas or not? Tightened up. Nice chrome one anyways, that's why I'm trying to use it. There's the old one. It's broken. broken. But the pusher looked the same, so I'm hoping that it's gonna work. And it's the same design with the rod right here, so we're gonna hope and pray that it'll work. So now might as well just keep our fingers sticky, and we'll want to clean up that a little bit. I got a little bit of a hurry when I was painting it. I just couldn't help myself. I didn't mask anything else. I figured it wouldn't matter too much if I masked them off or not. Now there's a little bit of hose that goes in between here and there. And I don't know got a little paint on there. Must have had the old seal still left on there. I think this was a used one. We got a bunch of used parts that we're making good. Making good stuff with them. So, this guy has to go up there with a hose connected from that to here to there. And I don't have said hose. I might want to put this one in there first. I haven't decided how I want to do this yet. I don't think I like that one. Tight. She's tight fit. Gotta find a wrench. Found the wrench. put a little silicone on there on the threads. Some people would use that white tape, threaded tape, but in a car where it heats and fluctuates and has other chemicals around it, the tape stuff is not ideal. I need a rag. I'm gonna steal this one. I was about to ask, where did I put my wrench? I wonder if I have any hose around here that I can use. I don't know why they put this thing like this. Or you have to put the hose and the pump on there at the same time. If I had a clean spot to set something down, I'd be happy. I don't. I don't know we're clean. Nothing's clean here. Where's a little piece of clean cardboard or something? Aha! Here's my clean surface. There it is. Oh, this dirty floor. Hold it down. Don't chip my paint. You're cracking my... busting my balls. Don't crack. Don't chip the paint. Don't chip the paint. Okay, that one's tight. I'm gonna put this one on there. Now let's find another one for the engine. You don't say this silicone's gonna go down in the pump and mess up the threads or gum up the pump, because it's not gonna. We got the brass connections on here, making it look old school. I like brass. Makes it look good with the brass and the black. The brass fits. a dry fit because I need to see how long a hose I need to make. Because I need to make a little hose that goes from there to there. You can't really see it, but on the motor, I'm going to make one. You'll see. So we had to get our hose cut and made the shape that goes right here. Put the hose on first here. Move it around a little bit. It's kind of curved already. Put that on there. I think I want the hose clamps upside down. Before we get all ready, we're gonna get this ready. I don't got gaskets for this, but can just use the proper silicone. Make sure you get it so the bolt hole will get it. Some will go down in the bolt hole. one put enough on where you think a little will squeeze out. So I'm just putting a little on my fingertip out of the tube and putting it on a little bit. And if you got too much, just push it in the bolt hole. The bolt hole threads need to have silicone on them. So if you get a little in the hole, it's okay. Want it in the hole. Dogs are barking every day here. Whoa. Set my 2 bolts up here. Yes. Lubricate it up. Then try not to chip everything. Wish I had a helping hand holding motor still. But I don't. Maybe. Maybe I got it a little on the short side. Or shoved it on too far. Shoved it on too far. Plan it that way. Trimmed it about 10 times. Little lotion. Make sure you got the threads with the silicone. Even though I put some in the hole, especially these are the 2 bottom ones. See how much time this takes? Got everything laid out right here. Still taking a minute. You don't want to put use no impact, no cordless impacts or air tools. We're putting it back together, you know? You don't need to ugga-dugga with the electric stuff or do it too tight. Break stuff. Strip out stuff. No good. Get it all snugged up. Nice and even. Go around the bolts. Nice and even. Snugging them up. A little at a time. Until they're tight. Look at that, look at that. Now we can move the hose clamp into place. I like my hose clamps. Kind of difficult to get to a little bit. It's not difficult really, but out of sight. That's what I'm thinking. When you tighten your hose clamps up, I like to see the material kind of, or hose rubber, come through those little holes a little bit. That way, if your hose clamp comes loose, you can see that ain't poking through no more. That looks nice. I like it. I like it a lot. We got this fancy mama jamma to put on her. Not too bad. I have to throw a washer or two on it. I don't need corn sheet. Clean up. Couple washers. It'll be fine. Step it out just a little bit. Okay, now we'll put on this. The other stove. We'll zoom you back out. Turn you in a little. Now we go back over to the bolt selection. We get two of these. And one stainless. Trying to use stainless wherever I can. I think it will be good right there. get our red Loctite on these ones. Now this is the power steering pump bracket. That's going to happily work with our 1963 Impala steering box. Is that bolt going to be too long? Oh! Too long? Yeah. Too long. Too long of a bolt. We tried. We gotta have a shorter one than this little stainless steel one. Too long. Went in there and was bottoming out. But a little bit shorter. That's why I painted all them bolts and cleaned them. I put a stainless steel washer on there for fancy effects. Stainless steel. And we'll tighten up this one. And now the washer gets tight. Look at that. Well, you can't see it because it's too far away, but it is. It's tight. And that other one was loose. So all the sizes on this is more or less what I'm using. 9/16. This is a 5/8. There's only like a few sizes on all of these bolts that go on the whole motor. Now this isn't a rebuild, just letting you know. This is an older motor that I just have confidence in, that I had running. And it's old camper. She's been sitting around for a few years, but I have good faith in it, so I put a good paint job on there. And it's going to run like a top. Now, we got to get my hanging wire off. Part hanging wire. And we have a spacer here. easier almost if it was on. Okay, it's on. I was trying to hold the freaking thing. We'll just crouch down. If you can see me, you can see me. If you can't, I'll be back. Just gotta crouch down for a second. Bolt knocked my spacer down. One side. Now, got the bracket on. Ugh. Get off my knees. This bolt. Motor is a pendulum on this thing. It's amazing. You touch it a little bit and it will swing for hours. Now it's funny, the 70s, 75 or whatever Chevy truck is about the same power steering pump as an Impala. Just has a plastic lid. About the same thing. And this bracket was for a motorhome power steering pump, and it didn't have a lid on the reservoir at all. It had a remote lid, so I couldn't have that. I want to get this on there all the way. I'll snug these up more, but now grab a couple bolts. A bolt for here. Use a fancy stainless one. We'll try to use that fancy stainless one again. If it'll. Shouldn't be. We'll try. Oh, I forgot the washer. Back. It's gonna need two washers because the kind of hole it is. Now, set the bolts there. this fangle. Like that. Make sure it doesn't fall down. Might as well put a stainless nut. Washers. We got the washer, we got the nut. Stop. There's something here, shut these through. What the heck? Get some paint on you, now you won't. This bolt is a hard one to get in. Can't see it. I hope that bolt's not too long, because I just got it in there. Oh, I messed up on my paint. Gripping my thing so hard here. Well, too tight. I got in a hurry again. Put the Loctite over there, all over everything. I always do that. I don't even got no belt, so I can't adjust it. If I had a belt, I would be like, oh, cool. Let me see if I can get one. Gotta love having parts all over the place. I just swiped the one off the other motor. You know, you have a couple big block motors sitting around with parts. You got the parts. It might not be a new one, but it's one. Is this the one that will work right now? It's gonna fit. That'll be a test. That will have to be cut off. That's gonna have to be cut off. I love it when this happens. You gotta go. Hold on. Over here trying to get the grinder ready. Got a cut on this sucker.